It's the first war of television, first war of really radio, the first war in color, and the first war America lost. America's never won a war. They're great at starting the bloody things, and they never finish a war. And Singapore wouldn't be as rich if you hadn't had the Vietnam War, because during the Vietnam War, you got the contract to service all the American jets, and from the back of that, you got the Israeli Defense Force contract. And after 1975, every surplus weapon in Southeast Asia got recycled through Singapore, went back to the Khmer Rouge, back to Burma, back to all the revolutionary forces right throughout Southeast Asia. Singapore was the biggest entrepot of second-hand weapons from 1975 on. Correct? Sorry. Probably getting out of line, but it's quite remarkable how Vietnam changed us. I mean, even today, people in Afghanistan and Iraq are talking about the Vietnam syndrome. We set a standard so high that I don't think people take pictures like they do, like we did then. Yes, I've got a lovely little digital thing. We've all got nice digital things. Would these have survived in Vietnam? I don't know. I doubt it. I'm not going to comment on that. But what we did do, we made images which are so memorable that if you think of Vietnam, I could ask any one of you, you can remember 4 or 5 pictures, you can remember the execution, you can remember Nixon burning girl, you can remember pictures from this war. We set a standard so high that it can't be replicated. There's even things like the Capa Award, based on Robert Capa, who died in 1954 in the north part of the country, which is the highest medal you can achieve for covering conflict today. For us, it was a labor of love, and we were almost completely astonished that when we published the book, it took off like a rocket. And this is possibly about the 20th venue the show has been in. If you have a chance, and you're in Ho Chi Minh, if you go to the War Museum in Ho Chi Minh, Requiem as a show is hanging on the top floor of the main building in the compound there. It was rescued last year by Canon. There was bird shit on the pictures, there was rat shit everywhere, the pictures were filthy, they were mildewing and rotting, and Canon has now replaced the whole show there for us. And hopefully it will be in perpetuity. I mean, forever there. I mean, it's the perfect home for it. But it's so nice to see you all here, and it's so nice to come home again, I suppose. And I feel a bit I get a bit weepy looking at all the pictures, because it just reminds me of all my friends. And as somebody once said, one picture is worth 1,000 words. I think it's worth 1 billion pixels now. So thank you for coming, and thank you for being here.